All right, there we go. I think we're live. Welcome everybody to the first edition live stream of the TaoisTarot Channel. All right. Oh, I hear myself in the playback. Give me a second. I gotta turn the monitor off. Give me a second. I gotta turn the monitor off. Give me a second. I gotta turn the monitor off. Okay, so now we got sound. What's up with it? Nice to see you guys. I did it, like, you know, by request, because I love you guys. You made me show my face. Oh, man. So you got me. I'm here. What do you want me to do? Should I take my shirt off? Should I strip?
I haven't got you live yet.
Don't watch the stream in the Discord, please, because that defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, I'm showing you that it's not doing anything. You're not live.
He's on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Not with mine. Hang on.
Not with me either. Which
channel on YouTube?
Odette's here. I'm literally chatting with Odette, and she's saying like and share to nobody because nobody's here. Listen, I will help. Okay, because you guys, I got you because you guys are obviously technologically broken. These are my friends, my friends, my buddies. The what? No, just lower the. Yeah, she says he's lower the slow. Ah, my Poopa Trooper's there. Whose microphone is doing that? Is that me? No, it can't be me. There it is. Is it Odette? She's muted. He's muted. You do hear that, right? And it's not showing me when the mic goes off. It's really bothering me. What's going on? Oh, Jedi is here. What's up, buddy? All right. We got party started. We got something going on. For the first stream of the Black Moon of Doom. All right. Well, the shit show is back online, guys. You made me come and expose my handsome demeanor. So what's going on? How you guys doing? You got me. I'm here. I'm back. I'm online. You couldn't get rid of me. But now I'm been reduced to fucking Madame Cleo. So what? You like the beats? Thank you. Thank you. Actually, these are these are my prayer beads, but these are the ones I take out to beat somebody down, you know? That is a horrible sound. Oh my god. Who is that? There's somebody I don't even see there. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna mute people. What the fuck happens? It's so weird. It's not showing who's talking.
Yeah, it's lagging really bad.
What's lagging? Which is lagging?
That it's all lagging.
Okay.
It just found everything.
Okay. So is it too? It might be too high quality for you guys. Is that what it is? Lower the quality. If you have potato internet, I can't help you.
If you're watching on Discord and YouTube will be slower, like it'll be a delay.
Oh, do me a favor. Don't watch on Discord. Because that defeats the whole purpose of me doing this for you guys. Completely defeats the purpose. Okay? Alright. I'm just in YouTube and it's good here. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we know that we have a stream now. I'm back. They tried to get rid of me and they could not. I'm like that cockroach in the nuclear holocaust, you know? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Chat with me. What's going on? I mean, how long has it been since we had a live stream together? Or like
a long ass time.
Like what? Almost 2 years, like a year and a half? Since I was
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was the day before the election. It was the day before the election.
Yeah.
And of course, my first appearance was on Venus, and my second coming was on the Black Moon. So, welcome to the shit show. You want to see how fast you get banned? Oh, man. 2 years in March 2020, huh? No, it was, it had to be September. Or November, sorry. It was November 10th, right? Because election was, or whatever it was. What day is the fucking election? I don't fucking know. You guys know. You guys know more than I do. So I want to see what we can get away with. Who do I have in the channel? Okay. I got Laura here, and I got Polo. Polo, can you talk for a second in the Discord? Just so I can hear your mic.
Yep, there you go.
Perfect, thank you. Alright, so it wasn't just Discord. Alright, cool. Never fear, Venus is here. Oh, God. Listen, as long as the rabbis don't come into this stream and accuse me of being the fucking Messiah again, we'll be okay. Oh, man. This is a real trip. So who are we reading for today? Are anybody here yet? What are we, like 7 minutes in? All right, I'm going to hang out till about maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. And see how that goes. See if we get any newcomers coming around. But at least we got you guys. The family's back. Is anybody else around? The chat should be pretty up, like really low latency. So, read for Paulo. Sure. I'll give you a Paulo. You want me to read for you? You want me to read for you, Paulo? I'll tell you right now. Watch this. He's a dick. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I'm only fucking around. We can do a reading if you want. Yeah. I figured we just get together and see if the stream actually works. We're gonna hit me off. I'm already impressed. Yeah. I'm running on the potato computer. I'm not even running on a real streamer. Let's see what we can get away with. I'm pretty sure that they have, voice recognition on file, like facial voice recognition. I think the bans that they, gave on me is not just, it's a little more intense than that because I have 15 different accounts. Everybody's all fucking retarded. We'll see what happens though. And as my grandmother used to say, when my grandmother died, I took that from her shelf. That was all right. I guess we're gonna do something for Paulo. I guess if he's in mind. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? They don't like me either. You're right, Rachel. You're right. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I don't need this anymore. Got you guys in the Discord. I got all this. I'm still working with setup, guys. So give me a second. I have no idea how it's gonna work out. I'm surprised I didn't burn the house down today. all you really need is the mouse on this side. And yeah, it's a pretty cool setup, I think. I really didn't want to have my face in the camera, but for you guys, I do things. All right. All right. I thought it was really interesting though. On the test stream, I pulled a card just to do a focus check, and the first card I pulled was a star card. So hey, man, maybe we're destined to pull it off. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Oh man, I've had a really rough day. Hopefully, you had a better day than me. It's been crazy, but I blame the moon. I felt this moon coming for days, and I've just been completely, all kinds of jacked up. I got my ass kicked by this. So, Paul, you have any questions specifically that are on your mind? Questions, comments, accusations?
Yes, I do, yes.
I mean, we did do a reading before, which was kind of personal, so I don't want to divulge any of information that you don't want to be divulged, but anything you want to.
Open book.
What was that?
I'm an open book, so it's all good.
All right. Did you get your dick wet or dry in your case? It's a little cocky. All right.
Do you want to know my question, or do you want me to think it?
Well, no, I mean, listen. Last time, all the readings I've done for everybody, I've done them completely blind. Okay? Any information you give to me will help. Because people forget, you don't need to be a psychic to do tarot. You guys know me, so you know my history, right? I don't need these, okay? But what's cool about them is that, I think it's Carl Jung who said meaningful coincidences, right? And what it does is allows you to look at a question at a different angle, and the more details you give me, the more accurate, and the easier it is for you to start to. But if you want me to prove myself again and again and again and again, I can just pull random fucking cards. But if you want actual assistance, the more information you give me, the better. Because
Okay, well, the question is, I suppose what I'd like to know is, I've been a carer for mum for a while now, and it's getting very, very draining, very hard. So I'd like to know kind of when maybe that chapter in my life will finish, and with, it's like a two-part question, with that new chapter, I find happiness, I suppose.
I'm not going to answer the first question because you don't want to know the answer.
Okay.
And also because quantum theory, supposition, something's not there until you look at it, right? So we can look at a possible timeline when your mom gets whacked. And by looking at that possible timeline purposely, we can actually influence the trajectory of existence. So I prefer to not answer that question specifically. However, we can go over some other stuff here. I will, let's just see what we prefer to not answer that question specifically. However, we can go over some other stuff here. I will, let's just see what we get. Let's just see what we get. Because I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing tonight, guys. I'm exhausted. I'm beat up. I don't have any liquor in me. Don't make me come down there, okay, guys? Don't make me come down. Just a reminder for me to not be an asshole. Well, so you can let your mom. This is gonna sound fucked up, but do you have an insurance policy on your mom?
No.
Yeah. Will you wind up getting any assets when she passes?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Do you have a sister?
Not with. I do, but not in this family.
Okay.
No, not a marriage. Yeah.
Okay. So.
But I do have a brother.
Is your mom a water sign? Or is she a water sign or earth sign?
She's a Leo.
Julia. Okay. Well, considering your question, right, I have to say on your mind is communication, thoughts, about a feminine who's caretaking, secrets that are involved, and obviously, the offer of, if you were talking about happiness here. So now we have, the thoughts of communication, the offer that's coming, the judgment on the offer. Here is the cups overflowing. Now, this is normally my Jezebel whorebag card. Okay? In this case, knowing that you're a little fiery, I'm going to say that's you in the, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Moving forward passionately to get your Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Which looks like you're going to get, because your question was, would I be happy in the future and find happiness? And according to this, with the communication, about your cups overflow and passionately moving forward towards your Ten of Cups, which is fulfillment, So if the question, that's how it looks, okay? But right now in your mind, you've been talking to somebody about the offer that you're keeping in your heart, which is possibly even causing you stomach aches or body aches because you're totally stressed out about if you're going to get the offer. Okay? Because I'm saying is, in my spreads, this is, the third eye, this is the heart, and this is the lower intestines. So basically, the reading is a mixture of the tree of life and Chinese qigong theory, right? So it's a hypercube, and it take me a couple hours to explain why I did this way. But anyway, so here's your third eye, right? Here's your heart, here's your guts, here's your liver and adrenal, kidneys. These are your adrenal glands, blah blah blah. So there's a whole bunch of medical qigong crap inside here also. Anyway, going back to the point, if your question was, am I going to find my happiness? That's what it seems like. What's something you don't see coming? What you're hiding. What you're hiding is that you have been kind of cutting with your mom, okay? And you called judgment on something that was kept secret from you, right? You're choosing to hold on to whatever it is that you call judgment on, or you're trying. It's almost calling judgment. It's when I see this in this row aligned with the secrets of your mom. There's something going on in the family that's dramatic, that's causing you to feel like you're isolated, alone, wrapping your head around what the fuck is going on. Does that sound about right? Because when I look at this set, what's happening manifest in the form of reality here is this communication coming in about some kind of forward-moving offer that's financial or based in tangible asset. You're trying to create a judgment call on this, and you're looking at the past and holding on to whatever's going on. You're cutting down something that was secret regarding some kind of financial or tangible offer. But in the future, it seems that you'll get the offer, and you're gonna be a flaming queen, do some bukkake, and get your 10 of Pentacles. So if that was the question, that's the answer. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Would you consider that to be an accurate reading?
What was that?
Is that 100% accurate?
Yes, I'd say yeah.
All right, we still got it, baby. 100% accuracy. There we go. I haven't said that in so long. I missed that shit. Put me in my natural element, bitches. So, third-party heartbreak, leaving you hanging. Someone who's deceitful and making that person fucking hold on to their shit because they're a cheap bastard. Manipulation of energy. Moving forward with the offer. Leaving whatever it was behind because this person was a sneaky bastard. And something towards institutional contract. Okay? mom dealing with?
Sorry?
Who is your mom dealing with right now? Because now I have the Empress next to the Hyper. So this is, all right, again, I was telling you it's a Hypercube, right? So I confirm everything by everything else. So each card is confirmed by the other card, but they're also confirmed by transforming rows and lines. So there's columns, lines, rows, intersecting diagonals, right? So on this line where I identified your mom, now I have to clarify the Empress. There's something shady going on around your mom, and it's very devilish. Now the question is, is your mom a lying bitch, or is she surrounded by someone who's an asshole? So the question is, have you been in conflict with your mom? Do you have a good relationship with your mom? Or is there somebody around the two of you that could be causing conflict? Okay. So I would say that that's your energy then. So if that's the case, this would be your energy, okay, which would confirm your first question. It's excessively thinking, is my mama going to be okay? And if she's not going to be okay, when she's not going to be okay, people will hide their feelings about it. They may have been talking about, that kind of thing. But what I find odd, you're an air sign, right?
Yes.
In this case, to answer your question, yes, you're going to wind up moving forward, taking, there's some kind of deceit going on. For you to get what you want, it's like you feel like you have to be deceitful. And I don't know why. It's almost like you're hiding something. Like you feel like there's two or more choices, and there's something you don't want people to know about the choices in order for you to maintain some kind of control on the choice. Now, because I see, look, in this particular way I'm looking at this, right? Communication that's coming in a recent time is in future time, which is, it could be also tying into that last love reading we did for you, where, somebody was giving you an offer, or you would offer somebody else the offer. Because if I single it out that way, and we'll just leave that you're rather in this room, then here we go, and then I wind up seeing the same past reading, where we have that third-party heartbreak stuff, we have the water sign, we have the fire sign, pre-Empress and Empress. I mean, it could also be it could also be that the obsessive thought of you losing your mom is leaving you in a hangman position and causing you to hide your emotions, but you're leaving trails behind you, and you're really holding on to what you think you're about to lose, and it's causing you to be stuck in this devilish mindset. The energy's like you're looping. So you're looking for the truth from God. You're trying to find spiritual truth here because you're trying to deal with the devil, and the devil's in your own thought. It's a thought loop. Okay, so when I see the Four of Pentacles and the devil next to each other, and then I look at the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, and understanding the pattern that we're dealing with, I would say that these are obsessive thoughts about your mom, but tied in to feelings of romantic discontent, and this is what is on your mind. Okay, it's almost like you can't move forward without some kind of manipulation because of something that was said in the past, something that was spoken about. As you try to move forward, it seems to be manipulative, as if you were cheating. You continue to make the offer, but as time goes on, you're forced to walk away. Now, this is completely separate from the mother story. So if there's a romantic partner that's involved, that is a completely separate thing. However, it does seem that through all this shit, you can still correct it and get what you want, but it may not come in the package that you're expecting it. Yeah, see? You know, in the end, you know, everything works out for you in the end, but I would try to be more transparent and try to make things simple. Okay? It seems as if the oh, you thought you were going to went? Great. Still push my hand. So, okay. So in the past, there was, you know, if we're going to do this part of the continuation of that love reading, in the past, the third-party heartbreak left you hanging because of the steep betrayal leaving you to be in this miser trying to get everyone I want. Not a Pentacles of pre-Empress. It's basically, you know, there's a couple of readers who would read the pre-Empress as someone who has everything together, but the one thing they're missing is love. I don't see that. You know what I mean? I see that as the one thing they're missing is a partner who can help them complete their tangible human asset and lifestyle. So you're looking for, you know, a partner, not so much love. Okay? And that's what it looks like to me. You know, some people read that completely different. That's how I read it. Right? Now, in that time, it was unfinished, and it left you in a very precariously, mentally trapped position, looping over and over and over and over again. Okay. I mean, there could be a Leo involved, there could be Aquarius involved, there could. But again, I keep seeing Sagittarius. Gotta get a bigger table for this. Okay, it's just repeating again. So in the past, there was, you know, something was revealed that required you to have strength, something, you know, illuminated about an offer, likely from Earth sign. In the future, you know, you'll be in that sort of energy for a while. And again, I see Aries again. But when you take control of your emotions, you'll pass the tower moment, and it's almost like you're going to find a new group of people, and that's going to be your victory. You know, most friends are transitory because eventually they'll die. Okay, so some people are in for a short while, some people are for a long while, but at the end of the day, you lose everyone. So it's imperative that, you know, you Psalm 1, you know, the wheat and the chaff. You want to sift off the wheat of your friends and keep, you know, the ones you have, and the ones that are not blossoming and blooming, you have to use a scythe and cut them down. Because it's just not going to help you. Just waste your time, waste your energy, and everybody around you. It actually weakens you as a person because you're dealing with all those external energies, right? And it's like almost like radio interference. So like you already have enough of your own fucking mental problems. You're already fucking nuts. I already know you. Okay? So to have people around you who are not supportive or are not in alignment with what you're doing, see what I'm saying? Just the chatter and the energy that it brings is not good. And most people will do this because they don't want to be alone. I'd rather be alone in a castle than be surrounded by fucking peasants. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm feeling from this. All right, just last confirmation. Mental anguish over a passion offer in the past could be a water sign. There was definitely an ending. There was breadcrumbing between two people, and that caused complete fucking ruin. However, with patience and hard work, the scales will be balanced, and you can go rushing back in your fucking crazy fucking air sign sword energy and correct the mistakes of the past. As you take a leap of faith in your new choice in the future, well, you will be a little bit more hermit mode because you have to keep thinking about shit, and you'll be juggling all these finances people, but you will get the happy ending you're looking for. And that's what I got. I answered your 2 questions.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be $5,000 in a blowjob, please. I'm kidding, bro. Did you like that? Is there right? Any questions?
No, you've answered them all pretty well. Thank you.
Oh, all right. 100% accuracy, bro. Oh man, I missed that. I wonder how does it look if I take the light off? Give me a second. Whoa, creepy. Alright, let's not do that. I'm scared.
Yeah, because I'm thinking what you're saying, like with the deceit and that would be like, I know I'm looking after mum and it's something that I've resigned myself that I have to do until the time it's finished. But I'm also, I suppose the deceit is that I haven't got anywhere else to go type thing. So I look at that as maybe what you're referring to as deceit. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know.
You could be deceiving yourself.
Yeah. Hey?
Could be self-deceit.
Okay.
Sometimes when something is painful, we rationalize it. And rationalizing with logical fallacy is self-deception. So what I would suggest is to study the list of logical fallacies. You know, just to get like a quick review and just say, hey, have I done this to myself? You know, because it's difficult to be completely... What the hell's that? Okay. So it's difficult. Hey, DeBar, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Can you guys hook him up? So he doesn't fuck everything up here? I have to mute him. Someone DM DeBar and tell him to join the fucking YouTube. So anyway, what I was saying is, sometimes people will lie themselves to make themselves the hero of the story. And they'll rationalize why it's okay for them to push people's boundaries, to lie, cheat, steal, because in their world, they're the hero of the fucking story. And if you try to explain to them what they did wrong, they'll get emotional, they'll have a little fucking tantrum, they'll storm off, and they'll fucking do something stupid again. Sometimes you'll do that to yourself. You know, you don't want to deal with reality, it's just too hard. You know? Dealing with what happens to my mom does. It's fucking rough. You know? But what I would say is that most importantly is that you know is like how well are you living? Because you know that no one lasts forever here. Nobody. You know? And I think the feeling that I have is that there's regret, as if you feel like you didn't do enough. And the truth is, none of us can ever do enough. You know? My mom almost fucking killed me. Okay? You know, she tried. She tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. Yeah? But what are you going to do? As a son, you still have to fucking, you know, I'll still fucking call and send money and make sure that, you know, she's alive. Yeah? But you know, you should feel lucky that you didn't have my crazy bitch mom. Yeah, I love her to death, but you know, my mom's nuts. You know? I mean, like, you ever see that movie Carrie? Where the woman blows up the car? That's my mom. I mean, literally, that's my mom. Okay, I seen her do that shit. Like, I mean this all my life. I'm so fucking angry, I can go on fire! And the fucking, on the highway, and the hood blows off, and the fucking engine's on fire. On the highway. Okay? So, it's just a random story I thought would be funny as shit. But anyway, you know, I can feel that. You know, it's like, you can't go in the past. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So the only thing you can do is what can you do at every single moment? And are you improving? Are you making sure that you're following the universal law? You know what I mean? Are you being aware, being compassionate to your comrades and your buddies, the ones that have been helping you out, you know? Daddy is a complete mix of nerd and badass. Yes, you have no idea. But yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, and you know. But let me ask you, what do you think? Well, if you can change 3 things, and if you have to share it in public, you don't want to. But if you can change 3 things about the interactions you're having with your mom that would make your life better, what would they be? And are they actionable?
Those patients, not having so much responsibility, so I suppose getting help, and I suppose showing a bit more love.
Okay, those are great answers. So let's take those 3 answers and reverse them. Put 3 as number 1. And you didn't get to see my live streams, or listen to the live stream. You have to understand that the definitions of words are important. And the problem with the word love is usually selfish and transactional. It makes you emotional, dysregulated. It makes you do stupid things because all you're thinking about is yourself and your own needs. Even people who are trying to get married, they're not really doing it for the other person. They think they are. Very few men left who have the honor code, who really understands what it is to love things. And that comes with gratitude. Okay? Real love is gratitude. How do you show gratitude? You can't show somebody you love them. You can say it, right? You can talk all fucking good game. I can tell you how many people's lives I've saved and have not shown gratitude because they don't know how. Okay? They just don't know how. So, it's okay. So simple solutions, and you have the right answer, which is why I made you answer it. Right? Change your definition of love to gratitude. And by doing that, your entire life changes. Let me ask you, but why? I'm asking you, why would it change?
Not showing love or showing gratitude instead of love. I suppose does that person feel more worth showing gratitude to them? Yeah, I suppose love's like you said, it's very broad. Whereas showing gratitude is showing respect. It's showing that that person means something to you. You don't show gratitude.
Do you see how your brain is rewiring right now? Because you have to actually process this. How do you show gratitude? What is gratitude? What is empathy? Right? It's the awareness of somebody else. If you really care about the people who took care of you, you're not going to wait for them to ask you for help. Right? Especially when you've been taking care of somebody for a long time. Right? And then you're in trouble. And you feel like you have to ask. Doesn't it make you feel like shit? That's my entire life. I've accepted it. It's my fucking place in the world. Okay? That's my life. I've lived the monk life for how long? This is what I've been doing my entire fucking life. You know what I mean? So I get it. I for me to be able to give this advice, imagine the kind of shit I've had to go through in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've seen all forms of death, destruction. I've literally fought Satan myself, barehanded. Alright? I can tell you some shit. But in the end of the day, the only thing that's valuable in this world, anything of value, you can't grab in your hand. Nothing that has any fucking value can you touch. Like, her and her man sitting there cuddling, but in the end of the day, that's not the value. Right? That's not the value. The value is in your head. The value is intangible. You can't possibly have value in anything in physical reality. Right? Because it's all impermanent. It's all garbage. Right? It's all perception. The only thing that matters is how you engage with the energy. How do you deal with it? Do you appreciate it? Do you protect it? Do you nurture it? Do you feel like you're living according to universal law? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
So I prefer, my methods of, coaching. I always say I'd rather either take one thing away or add one thing that would cause a snowball effect chain reaction than trying to fix all these little pieces. Because you're not inherently broken, right? No. So instead, same as the spread that I use. Notice how we start off at 1, then become 2, from the 2 become 3, and from 3 we have both things. Notice how it blossoms out? What I want to do is find the one thing I can put here that replaces that and changes the meaning of everything in front of it. So by changing just the construct of what love is and changing that into gratitude, and you put that in your third eye, that's the lens that you're going to look through reality with. So now all of your reality has to go through this lens, as opposed to this lens. So when I compare, the Queen of Cups to the 8 of Wands, right? Is different when I compare the Queen of Cups to this card. See what I'm saying? The relation is completely different. If I put this girl, right, next to this guy, the meanings have changed, right? Because now they're reacting to each other. So in reality, if you go to the hierarchy, to the beginning, to the root, and you change that one thing, you now change the whole thing. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that anybody can do. And that's what I mean. It's like, it's not an overwhelming process. Anybody can do this. Right? And simply, just, but what's going to take is to release guilt and shame. That is not an easy thing to do. So, and that's paying your karma, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. We've all been suboptimal in this life. All of us. Even me, trained as a monk and ninja, fucking, running around the world doing ninja shit. Okay? And all of us are suboptimal. All of us are fucking retarded. Every one of us here is a little more retarded than the next. But we all help each other out, right? And why? Why? Because at the end of the day, you guys are grateful, right? You made this YouTube channel, the Discord server, when Satan's asshole booted us from the internet, right? But what do you see? A year later, she just pops in. Hey, like nothing. Why? Because everyone's grateful for each other. Nobody loves each other yet. I don't even like you motherfuckers. Okay? But I'm grateful for you. I don't even like you motherfuckers, okay? But I'm grateful for your presence. You know the difference. I don't have to like you all the time. I have to appreciate you when you're doing the right thing. Right? Your mom's gonna be a bitch like everybody else's mom. Okay? She has a vagina. Okay? Your dad's gonna be a fucking cocks and jerk off. I get rid of the fucking problem. Okay? The only thing that's across the universe is you. Right? So, and I like, I always, when it comes to like magic, okay? Magic. When you're dealing with, what is magic? You're just basically trying to manipulate external forces with your will, right? Trying to impose your will on external forces, right? That's what most people think. Because if you're talking about the light, you don't have a free will option, okay? Because when everything is open, everything is in the light, everything is seen, okay? You only have so many options. Because there's only so many ways to do something right. There's an infinite way to do something wrong. If the sun is shining, you can see all these cards here, right? And the sun is shining on this shit. You see all the cards. How many options do you have? It's on the table. If I turn all the lights off, you don't know what the fuck is there. You can make any choice you want. Right? Good or bad. But when you're in the light, there is no option. You understand? And some people will take advantage of that, and they think that they're winning something in the short term, but in the end, they don't ever win. Now, why did I bring this up? People, they start looking for power, and, black magic, for instance. Like, first level, just manipulation, spellcasting, talking shit, manipulating people's emotions. Okay? If you're a good person and you live honorably, right, and you show gratitude to people around you, and people start, I've had my name, I've been in newspapers, fucking magazines, I've had people try to destroy me, okay? And every time they all fail. Why? Because I leave a trail of good deeds behind me. Understand? So this is a basic physical, tangible level. On a spiritual level, when your energy is vibrating at this frequency, you're up here, and their energy is vibrating at this frequency, they're down here. They can't touch you because you're in two separate wave spaces. Understand? This is why when you try to have any ascension moments in your life, you lose friends. Right? They'll naturally leave, or you have to get rid of them, or your energy will trigger them to do something so fucking retarded that they'll try to cut you down because of their jealousy and the demons being burnt. And most people don't realize they have demons attached to them. Little demonic little fucking things hanging around them. And sometimes, a daemon is just a program that runs in the background with the user's consent. So some demons are just elemental thought forms or just thoughts. And you don't even realize those thoughts run in the background, which is why you have the devil card here. You're not fighting your own demons. The way you fight your demons is through gratitude. Because if you change that gratitude frequency, every thought you have changes. So if you start saying, I know I fucked up here, but I'm grateful that I have a chance to do something good now while my mom is still here. You know what I'm saying? History, there is nothing in the past, there's nothing in the future. There's just an infinite now. Over and over and over again. It just appears that we're moving linear in space, but we're really not. You know what I'm saying? We're really not. It seems that way, it's an appearance of that. But if that was true, how can I be so accurate in my readings? In the private readings you've seen me do. I mean, no one's gonna watch this stream. You guys have seen me predict world events of the day, cryptocurrency markets, fucking shit that nobody's able to do. How the fuck am I doing that if time is linear? They saw what I can do, right? And what I can do, you guys can do. You guys have done. You just didn't train it and sit in it. You put yourself in the world and because you have your responsibility, you have your thing. It's just it's not needed for you to be that on that level. But you all have done it. Every one of you has had the experience where you heard somebody's name in the call, or you knew something was going to fall, something bad's going to happen. You just fucking knew. Or you have a dream about something that's going to happen before it happens. Right? So everything I can do, you guys are doing naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at me for advice, look at you for advice, because you do the same fucking shit I can do. So you already have these answers. I'm just helping you find the answers already in your head. You know what I mean? But going back to the point is, of all the problems that I see that you've had, they all come from the point of not understanding how to show gratitude because no one showed you gratitude. And when you were younger, you didn't feel like people were grateful for what you were doing, put you in self-defense mode, and created this algorithm. And the algorithm usually is at the software machine level, where you're sitting there thinking and thinking and thinking. You don't even realize that, for instance, like sexuality, right? Sexuality, if you're going a computer software hierarchy, right? Going from just like the ones and zeros to machine language to software to like a user UI, you have this straight. At what point is your sexuality programmed? At what program level? See what I'm saying? At what program level is your interpersonal relations strategy? For instance, I don't believe narcissistic personality disorder is a disorder at all. Right? To me, NPD is a algorithmic relationship strategy that's in machine level code. That's why it's so hard to reprogram somebody that has NPD, because it's literally it's an algorithm how they interact with reality. That's why you see so many stories about narcissistic personality disorder. They all act the same. You can predict what a narcissist is going to do. Why? Because it's a daemon tool. It's a daemon tool. You know what I'm saying? So how many of these programs that we all have in our mind. I fight myself every day. Right? I'm constantly debugging myself all the time because I'm surrounded in fucking Satan's kingdom. You're not alone in this shit. No, every single person here is suffering because life is fucking suffering. Show me one person here who's not suffering. But you know when you're not suffering? When you show gratitude. Right? When you're actually aware and you are in balance to protect the people around you and you're not worrying about yourself and your own fucking needs. Right? When you figure out how to balance the self and others as one unit. And then also knowing how to cut motherfuckers out who aren't part of this cohesive unit. Because I'm sure that there's been people who've come into your family circle who have fucking made a mess. And you didn't cut them out early enough. You know how I know this? Because everybody does this. Don't have to be a psychic to tell you that. I have to predict the fucking future. Because this is what it is. You know? But in all these issues, I see that this may be the tower moment that you need to hear. Right? The emotional tower. Because when I got this idea of gratitude 20-something years ago, it was it snapped me, like, oh shit, it's that simple? The hardest part for me was trying to continue on this path while others aren't following. Because other people act like parasites to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I help them so much that when I need help or I ask them for something, they're like, what, you need my help? Or if they see that I'm literally sick, bleeding internally for months, they don't even think that they should pick up the fucking slack. They'd rather keep me when I'm down. And they don't even realize doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they operate in love. Love is a vacuum. Okay, it's a fucking black hole. Right? I want my mommy to love me, love me, love me. Right? This is not you. This is everybody. Right? This is a primal urge. Right? But if you look at that, it's a survival mechanism. This is not an ascended place. Love is not a one-way street, right? If you're talking about altruistic and trying to be philosophical of the thing, right? How can you be in love, in love, if you're outside the love and pulling towards yourself? If you're saying, I love you and I want you to love me, you're thinking of this love as an isolated unit that you're outside of and you need to be fed, which is assuming that you have a hole that's empty. This is mindfuckery, right? Because the universe, right, you don't call it the Tao, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, okay, is infinite energy that doesn't end. It can't be destroyed. It doesn't stop, right? Your thoughts are made of what? That which cannot be named. It's infinite. It's never empty, right? It never empties. So if you start from that place, all these problems are corrected, right? Just call your mom and say, no, Mom, I may not have said this enough to you, but I'm really grateful that you were my mama, right? And just saying that is spellcasting. But now you're working in the light. See what I'm saying? It's all about the frequency. What you speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if and that's when you're dealing with like your magic abilities, your ability to manifest starts with your base frequency. What gas is in the car? If in your third eye, and the third eye is a tuning fork or a transducer, right? The heart is an electromagnetic field generator, and the intestinal band is basically a battery. Okay? What you think and what you put into the battery changes the magnetic field generator. Okay? So what is in the receiver, and what is put into the battery will change the form of the hyperbolic torus field that's coming from your body. You have this, the apple thing, right? When you change the first thought, it's a chain reaction as everything. You see how you smile when I say that? Just tell your mom I'm grateful. You're like, that's fucking pretty easy. Why didn't I think of that? Why did I fucking think of that? I have my whole fucking life. Why did I think of that? The simplest solution, right? Because that might be where this heartbreak comes from. Is that you feel like, did I actually do enough? Am I the good son? Are they mad at me because I like the bukkake films too much? I mean, I hope you didn't tell your mom about the bukkake thing, all right? Because then, I don't know, bro. I think you got too far. Oh God, I love you guys. So yeah, I think just to bring it home, if you can change one thing, the one thing I always said this in every one of my lives on Facebook on is correct everything and make it gratitude. Do everything for pleasant gratitude. And a simple way to practice this is start by saying grace before you eat. And then let it be out loud. You just say, thank you for the food. Just say thank you for the food. Simple actions, simple things. Remembering to be grateful, and then remembering to be grateful for yourself. Well, I'm so grateful I get to go to work today. I'm so grateful I am allowed or have the possibility to talk to my mom and say whatever I want to say. I'm so grateful that I got to learn not to do that stupid shit with that fancy little fucking lover boy you have on the internet. I'm so grateful it didn't get worse. It could have been a lot worse, man. That reading was fucked up. It could have been a lot worse. I did a reading for somebody in the channel. I'm not gonna give any details regarding it, but I'll just say there's people here that have issues they don't even know, and you'll be real surprised when you find out. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. So I would suggest, making sure that because you have it. You have the frequency. You have it already. Because all your words come from what? What do you? It's really the gratitude thing, right? The reason why you worry about love so much is because you don't feel grateful for what you have. You feel like you have an empty hole because you've been trained to think that love is a one-way thing that has to be filled. If I don't have it, I'm empty. Right? And it may seem that way, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? When you're grateful, you don't really have that problem. Which is why I can live for years in monk mode. I literally, I have a room that I barely see. I was literally dying for months, and no one even checked on me. You know what? I don't even care. You know why? Because I'm grateful that I already completed my mission. How many people did you see me save? Like you guys that were on the old stream, hundreds of people whose lives I saved from New York and other cities that got out. Hundreds of people that were messaging me during the lockdown that they were going to kill themselves. One day I think it was like 12 to 15 people going to kill themselves the same day. Yeah? So, I mean, I'm sure many people think, he must have a really shitty fucking life. Yeah, my life is fucking hard as fuck, so I'm not going to lie. But you know why I haven't put a bullet in my head? I already have a bunch of them. Because I'm grateful that I get to do the work I am sent me. And I always say that, light is a verb, not a noun. Who is the doer of the light? Who is Lucifer? What is it, right? What does it really, philosophically, what's the word mean? I don't care what the implications in these weird statements. What about the word? What does it mean? To bear light, right? If light is just electromagnetic, etheric field perturbation, so fucking, light doesn't really exist. Light is a byproduct of something that happens, right? If I take two rocks together and spark them, you get a light spark, right? But the light that's coming outside of a thing It's an action. It's something that's happening in the environment. So who is doing the light? Who is doing the knowledge? Who is doing the gratitude? Right? And that's the choice in the battle of spiritual warfare between good and evil. So all you motherfuckers who are listening right now, you know, half of these bitches got it already. They know the deal. They've heard me say this shit 100 times. they have this shit on repeat. Yeah, they can actually, you know, I'm sure the girls can probably give you this whole speech because they've heard me tell it at least 50 fucking times. But you know why? Because it works. No, it works. You know what I mean? And if you ask me what the cards say there's a lot of bullshit before, but with a little bit of effort, you move in the right direction, and you make sure you're not lying to yourself, you know, and just be completely on the up and up, your life will change like this. You know? And that's the question. Any questions?
No, thank you very much. I'm very grateful for the reading. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad it was helpful. That'll be $5 billion. Anybody else want some? Anybody else want some? I just missed you guys. I know you guys want me to do something, and there's no way I could ever do, at least not now, the stream that I was doing before. I can't do that right now. It's too dangerous for you guys. You guys see them. So we'll start here. Yeah, it's a good cover story for my assholeness. All right, well, I think that's a pretty good first fucking stream, huh? I think we did good. I'm still on 100, back to 100 or something. I don't know fucking shit about baseball, but 100% accuracy. I'm telling you. Oh gosh. Unmute yourself. You know, say this side. What do you guys think of that? I know that no one's ever seen me do any reading like this. That must be interesting to others. Like, how do you become Madame Cleo now? Well, let me tell you your fortune, man. 1-800 fuck you. Dumma knapp, rasknapp. Men kan ha fortune då. Så 80 grejer. Kommer man aldrig better någonsin. You know, the cool thing about going to East New York is that you fucking know everybody, boy. Like, I know every motherfucker. Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Ethiopian, Mexican, American, PN, everyone PN. Oh, fuck. I'm not even talking about guys. I need to get fucking drunk and stoned. This is not okay. This is not okay. Alright. How many people got in the chat here? So don't follow me. Fuck you guys. Listen, I was a stripper for a short time, and let me tell you something. Being a stripper and doing security at strip clubs for fucking chicks is like the worst gig ever. The only thing that was worse than doing security for the female strip club, like, you know, the fucking Chippendales, was any hip-hop party. Anytime you're doing a hip-hop party or a bachelorette or some kind of like Chippendale shit, you know there'd be fucking blood on the floor. There's gonna be blood. There's gonna be problems. All right. Now I was gonna publish a reading on Elon Musk on Twitter 5 days before it happened, and I was on the money. And I'm like, I better not do this because one, yeah, I'm already fucking shadow crack banned, and two, I don't want to get fucking snatched the fuck up the God knows where. Fucking put my ass. Oh. Alright. Well, what time was it? Oh, we did an hour. Alright, I'll stay up for like another 5-10 minutes because I slept like shit. And no one seems to be interested in my sexy ass anymore. Well, that's because YouTube hates me, but it's alright. He's always hating me. How you doing, DeBar? Unmute yourselves, guys. I'm done with his ass. You guys can talk shit now. What the fuck? Come talk some shit to me. Well, I'm still alive. All right. Anybody else? Stay. She said stay gay. Fucking Rachel, come on. Fucking go with it. I read her chat in YouTube. Stay gay. She said stay gray. Oh God. I didn't have any gray, and nobody in my family turned gray till I was 60. When I was a kid, I would get gray hairs from being stressed out, like strips. My last girl that I threw out, like my entire chin turned gray instantly. I started getting gray everywhere. That's how crazy she fucking bitch made me. It's like, keep calling Satan. No bukkake for you. You don't deserve it. Oh God. All right. Let's see. Who we're doing next? I don't know, fuck it. I figure, it's the thing is that there's no visibility, so I figure if I do these readings, we're not going to check it out because no one sees me anymore. That's not like, but, gotta start somewhere. My favorite deck. No, let me put this baby away because I've been using it a lot. I'm getting tired and hurt. It's too much for me. The dick is too big. Jesus Christ. And I ripped the fucking silk wrap I have for this. I ripped it. So now I have this. This is not meant for this deck, but whatever. It is what it is. I got this fucking evil ass tarot deck, and I think I want to pull it out just to show it off with the Black Moon, man. Black Moon, dude. Check this out, man. How brutal these cards are. Like, the card stock is insane, but this is the darkness. I haven't even touched this yet. I looked it up once, but how do they even show up on the screen? Like, could you even see these cards? I just didn't lay out really fast. Like that's just too much. This isn't brutal. You can't even see that, can you? How does that come up? Yeah, that's too brutal. It's a really cool deck, but it's just too dark. But the cards are like really good quality. Really good quality. Really nice backing too. But I think it's a little bit too evil. But at least I pulled it out. Let me see. Yeah. I just really like the way this deck feels, but I don't like the way it looks. It's just too dark. The darkness. What the fuck is going on here? This is going to go back home. You know what? Just stay here. I'm not going to go into your home. This one should come out really good. Not this one. This one. I want to see this from the live stream. Oh, my hair is good? Thank you. See, these cards really stand out. They just jump up, There's the ones here. You can see how they're like really bright, So I think that might be good. But, it's a little too floofy for me. I get good reading with it, but it's kind of foofy, if you know what I mean. So, kind of foofy. I like it. It's a reliable deck for me, anyway. All right. So, any questions, comments, accusations? Like, you want to tell me about your stories, guys? Mom's still here and got me. You put me back out of my fucking slumber. I also got this Kipper deck, and not really my thing. I mean, but this is like a really old thing that people used to use, and people still use it now. It's nice, It's interesting, but not my stuff. I don't really want to do it in these readings. No one loves me. Why am I have somebody come suck my asshole and
Have you ever used just normal playing cards?
Yeah. I can do that. Yeah, in fact, I actually have. Oh, you know what? I actually have this. There was a sale at the bookstore, and I bought a bunch of like the cheap tarot shit they had. Are they open this one yet? Yeah, and it was so funny. I have my actual card decks in the room. I was just looking at them today. I was like, I should probably bring the cards out. Yeah, the same shit. It's all the same shit. Yeah. The only difference is this card's missing, obviously. And there's 22 cards that are missing when you use a regular deck. But aside from that, same shit. But also, like, when I read cards, I use it a little differently than most people read cards, like playing cards, because like I'll kind of change the meanings and use more of how I think about numerology, rather than what the traditional meaning is to people. So for me, like the way I use a playing card is a little different. And I don't use them often because like I like the pictures. You know what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is, I'd rather just, you know, like you guys see me do readings with nothing. I only pull up the card because I was forced to. It was like the cards were dumped in my face. I was like, you're gonna use these because this is a vehicle. But yeah, playing cards are cool. I mean, I don't remember the history, but I'm pretty sure the playing cards came from tarot, not the other way around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I'd say 80% sure. 80% sure. Yeah, that's basically that. Oh my god. So no questions or comments and like accusations in the peanut gallery. Everyone's so fucking quiet. Darkest Deed special deck. I got some special deck for you on that. That's a special deck for you. Who that? Oh, it's Rachel. Alright, well, an hour told me that. Still hang out for minutes. Yeah, but I missed you guys. Did anybody still have, you guys still have my live streams from Facebook, right? I know people still have them somewhere. Oh, she does? Oh, that's cool. Did you ever tell her to add me on Instagram? Because she sent me that message on Instagram from Facebook. And I'm like, I'm not answering it because it's on Facebook. I'm not answering it. She probably, like, I told Laura to tell her aunt, like, dude, I'm not answering that shit. Fuck you. Fuck your Facebook. You have 4 of them with 4 ants or 4 plus of playing cards? Hell, I'm motherfucking no shit. I love how she has an Aussie accent as she's typing. I have 4 of them, mate. I have 4 of them. This, she actually types in an Australian accent. That's some funny fucking shit. That's some funny fucking shit. What are you guys up to? What is going on here? Where's everybody else? I thought we had like a fucking crew, solid fucking crew motherfuckers in this bitch. Oh wait, where's it? Okay, here you go. All right, there's a moderator. There's a moderator. We got there. There's a moderator. We got. All right, we're back in action. There you go. The mods. The mods. So yeah, this is like what we started. Oh, okay. So basically what happened was she sent me a message from Facebook to Instagram. And I literally just saw it today. I can't make this shit up. Somebody sent me some weird fucking NFT cryptocurrency scam shit, and I went and I saw the request again. Like, holy shit, how long was that? Oh, man. Well, YouTube did it again. You've been pretty good to us. But, so that's it, guys. Nobody else knows any more of my fucking blood to be shed? Are we done? No one's saying a goddamn thing. Just looking at me. No, look at me. Okay. Well, I'm glad I answered all your questions. I think we've had a successful first stream, huh? I guess it's a success. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're nice to your mom and you get your fucking bukkake done in the future, we'll call it a day. You know, like.
Yeah, fucking dude.
Just don't bukkake in front of your mom. Okay, show gratitude by not doing any bukkake shit in front of your mom. Okay, this is.
I'll put Vaseline on the door.
Okay.
The door locked, so she can't get in.
That's fucked up, dude. Oh shit, your fucking got hacked? Oh god. Yeah, probably by Facebook, because they're fucking scumbags. Come on. Alright, well, the shit show has commenced. Should we do another reading here, guys? Nah, I think we're done. No! Like, no, go home! Pendulum's like, no! It's time to go to sleep! Oh, God. Alright, so nobody has any more questions, comments, accusations for me, because I guess I'm going to sleep a cold tonight. Because, 3 hours sleep. No drinks, no marijuanas. I'm beat up. I'm glad to see the bar, bro. Look at that fucking beard. Look at the beard on this guy. Look at the fucking beard on that man. That's a fucking beard. If I ever saw a beard in my life. Alright? And it's like Popeye's great grandson over here. Holy shit. And it was funny too, you were asking about him like a week ago. Everyone's coming back on the fucking moon. Wait a second. Is Mercury retrograde happening here? When's Mercury retrograde? I'm pulling bullshit. How does everybody show up at the same time? What's going on here? Alright. Well, I guess that sums it up. Okay. Let's say a little. In your human time, I say I love you, and I'm grateful for your presence. Practice your gratitude. I will see you next time. Any questions, comments, accusations, give me your money in the Cash App, Tao888, and $9.11 on PayPal and all other shit, because maybe somebody in the future is going to fucking see me ranting on the fucking internet and going to give me money. All right, and anybody who wants a private reading, $5 million, okay? I'm only kidding. Just gonna message me, tarot@gmail.com, and I decide case by case basis because I don't like people. Okay, I don't like you guys. So, all right, I love you guys. See you guys soon. Peace out. I don't end this. Oh, there we go.